Good afternoon from the village of Sofievskaya Borshogovka. This is a village that sits right on the western side of Kiev, right off of Ring Road, which is this highway that extends kind of in a loop around the western side of the city in what looks like a ring. So it's called Kiltseva Doroga, Ring Road. Right now I'm trying to pass in between Sofievskaya Borshogovka and Petropavlskaya Borshogovka. These are two neighboring villages, and it's been a minute since I've been through this area, and so I'm trying to remember the way. It looks like they've been building new buildings and new developments, so I'm just trying to find my way to a lake. And we're going to the lake because we're going to explore one of the bigger questions I've always had, which is how in winter do the local villagers know when and where on the lake, when it's frozen, it's okay to walk so you don't fall through. So today we're going to explore that question by going and asking them and seeing for it ourselves. And here we are. We've arrived at the lake. No, I'm joking. All the snow melts and the poor road constructions and conditions makes it quite difficult to navigate these village roads on foot, because you have oftentimes these, well, there's no way around it except in the water or on the sides here like I'm doing. Oh boy, try not to fall in while I'm going. Oftentimes you'll see these properties that are not finished, that looks like they've been abandoned or they've been in the middle of construction still, that's just halted. And this is because, more often than not, a lot of these people don't have the money it takes to purchase the property and build on the property and renovate the house and move in and live there in a comfortable home. And so they'll do it in stages whenever they have the money to afford these various stages. So like that one back there, they had enough money, it looks like, to purchase the property, and they built the skeleton of the house, but it's just sitting there until those folks can afford the rest of the project. And so all throughout these villages you'll see these partially finished homes and properties and other things. It's very interesting. So you have 5 villages which are all ending in the word Borshogovka. You have Bratskaya, Mikhailivskaya, Nikolskaya, Sofievskaya, and the one we are in now, Petropavlskaya. And they're all neighboring each other on this side of the city. All of these villages were first founded in 1497 when the Grand Duke of Lithuania passed through, Alexander Jagellon, and established these places and founded these places. So you have also at the time the Kievan Rus, and all throughout the Kievan Rus you had monasteries and monks and these religious institutions that needed places to grow food. And so these places, these villages, these Borshogovkas, you'll notice the front half of Borshogovka, Borscht. So the theory is that it was farming land, that they would just grow crops, vegetables, and fruits to make foods like borscht and things that these monasteries could eat and consume back in the Kievan Rusian times. The other theory is that it was named after this river that's right here, the Borshogovka River. Today it's called something different. I think it's called the Listia? Nivka, yes, it's called the Nivka River now, and it flows all through here. You have ducks, beautiful ducks. Look at this, all the way down into the lake, which partially is frozen over, although it's still actually warm and whatnot over here. We'll take a look. You can see this older gentleman feeding the ducks. I wonder what this lake is called. Извините, вы знаете, как называть вот это озеро?
Просто озеро.
Просто озеро?
Да, это счастливый.
Дякую. So the lake of... Трасса есть, да?
Есть.
So it's the lake of happiness. This guy says, and he's just confirmed what I said before, you have these Borshagovkas all the way around here, right? You have the main road and the highway, the ring road out here. And you have here, people come down here to, he said, relax and enjoy shashlik. And to быть счастливый, to be happy. And looks like he is a happy man himself. Oh, he's calling me back. One minute. Это река здесь.
Там еще есть одно озеро, говорят.
Да? Окей.
Я там не был. Там озеро, это озеро. Это вот лес,
Да.
дальше лес. Еще одно, и все, кончается. Здесь ловят рыбу, и там ловят рыбу.
Да. Я хочу знать, как люди здесь знают, когда безопасно, чтобы идти на льду. И как, вы знаете это или нет?
Я знаю, например, они не знают.
Они знают. Я хочу им спросить, как, они им спросят, как вы знаете, где ходить на льду, как опасно.
Они знают там вот дорогу.
На вот эту сторону, да?
Да.
Okay, so we're gonna go on the other side then. Спасибо вам.
Пожалуйста, все. Пусть здоровы.
Вам тоже. What a nice guy. So we're gonna go on to the other side. We're gonna go onto this side of the lake and ask the people. He says it's better to access it, and it looks like so because you can't see it from here. But as the river flows down this way, the right side of the lake is much warmer than the left side of the lake, and so the left side should be safer to walk on with that. So we're gonna go onto the left side here and see what we can find. Back in the Kievan Rus. Back in the early days of the Borshagovkas, it said that Petropavlskaya Borshagovka only had 600 residents at the time. And then in the 1700s, it grew up to, I believe they said 6,000. And ever since, more people have been coming to live here and settle. And Petropavlskaya Bor, I mean, it's just this modern day village here. Here's the lake. Look at that. So indeed, the right side is not frozen, the left side is frozen. So let's see what we can muster up here. So let's see what we can find. Ooh, slippery. I feel like I should get my ice thingies on my boots out here. I have little retractable. Let me find a place to knock off my boot. I have retractable ice thing. I don't know what you call them. They dig into the dirt, into the snow, into the ice, and make it so you don't fall. All right, we've reached the bank here. Let's see, gentleman out there ice fishing. I'm quite nervous right now. I want to go walk over there and ask him some questions, but I don't know where it's safe and where it's not safe to walk. I might have to just maybe risk it. The entire top half is just like slush. I feel like I'm sinking through already. I don't know where it's safe to walk. I wonder if my spikes are not helping me here. I wonder. I'm gonna go back. Too risky. Should I take off my spikes? It's not ice. It's not this hard ice, so I don't maybe need the spikes right now. I'll retract them. They may not be helping me here. I can see here it's like, it looks very wet compared to other spots, right? Можно вопрос вам? Я хочу спросить вам, как вы знаете здесь, когда озеро все льду, да? Как вы знаете, где хорошо идти, где безопасность для вас, чтобы ходить на озеро?
Вот ты зашел правильно.
Да?
Да, вот и вот. Видишь, где чуть правее дерево, правее чуть.
Да. Поэтому это зависит от, как может быть темный, вот место на льду есть, да? Да?
Туда лучше не идти.
Да, туда понятно. Поэтому лучше справа здесь, чем левый, да?
Ну, можно и там, где ты зашел, и вот тут вот можно.
It's darker over here, so I really should be going back on this side here. but it's quite interesting to see. There's рыба есть.
Не понял, что ты сказал?
Как лед прямо тонкий, низкий, тонкий?
20 сантиметров где-то.
Прямо сейчас?
Половина мягкий, а половина толстый.
Ага, ага. "10 centimeters thick right now." The top half, he says, it's very soft, and the bottom half is very thick. So that's why you're sinking down with each step that you take into the more solid half. А какая рыба вот эта?
Краснопёртая.
Красная перта? Вот он много у вас. Вау. И будете кушать, да?
Да.
Да. Интересно.
Знаешь, вкусная, жареная.
Вкусный, да?
Это личинка комара.
Очень маленький.
Маленький, да.
So he puts them on top of the water, and that attracts the fish. And I can see through the ice there at the bottom. That's
Уже
fascinating.
близко не надо, а то рыба.
Понятно. So he says to not get too close so I don't bother the fish. Wow.
Такая толщина льда.
Ага. Этот, как вы знаете, как полный.
Он опустил лунку до края.
Ага.
Вот так вот рыхлый, а вот так твердый.
Okay. So he takes this spoon and dunks it down in the ice, and that's how he knows how deep it is. Exactly.
Если тепло будет, вот такое, то дня через 2 уже не зайдешь.
Наверное, когда день через 2 часа не могу, потому что...
Пару дней, да, если погода такая, теплая еще.
Ага. Да, уже почти неделя, как это темная погода, да? Да.
Темная еще держится, а если солнышко выйдет, это будет пипец.
Ага, понятно. Okay. Вы часто, когда зима, ловите рыбу, да?
И зимой, и осенью, и весной, и летом.
Да. Есть другие вместе, наверное, около туда, где вы наливаете рыбу.
А вон сейчас покажу рыбу. Сейчас.
О, вау, я хочу показать вот здесь. Вы смотрите. That's very... А где этот был? Здесь?
Да.
О, когда этот был? Oh, еще есть. Look at that big fish he's got there. That's fascinating. He's caught both of those in this little lake here. That's very impressive.
Тут рыба крупная.
Да. Ну что, рыбу будете жарить или?
А жарить?
Жарить? Окей. Поставить в холодильнике для потом, может быть.
Не, жарите сразу.
Сразу, да? Все, да? Такой будет очень вкусный ужин, да? Хорошо. Oftentimes in the winter you'll see, whenever it's more frozen than this obviously, lots of people out here fishing and ice skating and playing hockey. They have designated zones for this whenever they clear off the snow and they make little sections for these places to skate. It's fascinating. They come along and brush off all the snow and clean the ice so it's nice and smooth. Ways to enjoy the winter days whenever it's gray and not sunny like this. So he's been showing me these photos and videos of him and these insane catches he's had right here on this lake in the autumns and in the summers and the seasons past of his time here. Oh, he's caught one. He's caught one maybe.
Разевал.
Жалко. Почти. Ну, спасибо вам, было очень интересно. Дякую. Хорошего дня. Well, there you have it, your ice fishing experience. I'm excited that I was able to do this and learn a little bit about it from them and learn a little bit about Petropavlskaya Borshagovka in the process. Wow, this is great. Back onto dry, firm ground. And there's our friend. Sitting out there fishing, waiting for his next catch. I hope many catches. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of The Traveling Hat. I want to do more of these, and let me know you want more of these by hitting the subscribe button and the like button. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think, where you're watching from. I always enjoy seeing where people watch and tune in from as well. Have a good day, y'all.